Hello, I'm Rachel and I'm an acupuncturist at the Bridgham Clinic. We spend a third of our lives asleep, and yet many of us have real trouble with sleeping. It's estimated that there's a third of the UK adult population that have chronic insomnia or trouble sleeping on a regular basis. And yet sleep is really important for our fundamental ability to be able to cope during the day. The scientists don't actually know really why we sleep. They have some ideas because it can alter our immune defence, it alters our mood, and we are more susceptible to certain diseases like diabetes, obesity, heart disease, just to name a few. And yet they really still don't really know why we do it. And yet all mammals do it, and most living organisms do of sorts. Except for bullfrogs, interestingly, they don't know why they don't sleep. And there was interest that actually dolphins don't sleep, but now they realise that actually they do. What they do is they switch off half their brain when they're resting. So when we don't sleep, you know, it can really, really be troublesome. And most of us have had sleepless times throughout our lives, you know, whether that's because we've been ill for a short period of time or whether, you know, we are bringing up young children that keep us awake at night. But that all comes to an end. But there are certain people that actually never, ever have a good night's sleep. So I thought I would give you some really good tips on what you can do to get a good night's sleep. So the first and the most fundamental thing is routine. Now, you probably already know this, and you know, I know that it's probably really difficult to instigate into your lives, but actually it's the most important thing, routine. And that means even on weekends. So go to bed at a regular time and wake up at a regular time, and keep that routine going all the way through, even holidays and weekends. I know everybody wants to have a lay-in on a weekend, but actually it can really disrupt your sleep. The other thing is that avoid some stimulants. Stimulants like caffeine and nicotine and alcohol can really, really disrupt sleep mechanisms. So I would say if you're going to have your really strong cup of coffee, let's do that in the early part of the day, and be mindful about what you're having after lunch, because caffeine especially can last in your system for up to 12 hours. And you may not think it's affecting you, but actually it could be. The other thing is your bedroom. Now, there are lots of things around your bedroom and sleep. So sleep, you know, is really important for you. So you need to make your bedroom a haven for that purpose. So in your bedroom, which this may all sound obvious, but your bedroom should be a place of sleep and love only. You shouldn't be doing emails or eating or watching huge amounts of television in your bedroom, and using it like another living space, because your brain doesn't associate your bed with sleep, and which it should. So that when you get in, it goes, oh, this is when I need to rest. So try to avoid, you know, doing things other than sleep and love in your bed or in your bedroom. The other thing about your bedroom is that actually for us to be able to instigate sleep, we need to have our core temperature dropped. So it's really important not to have your bedroom too warm. You know, the optimum temperature is around about anything between 16 and 18 degrees. So have a cool bedroom. And the other thing is light, is make sure that it's also dark. This gives your brain the signals that it is time to rest. So also instigating into your routine perhaps, maybe reducing your screen time throughout the evening, and the last 30 minutes before you go to bed is actually not have any screen time at all. The light behind that hits the back of your eye does stimulate your ability to stay awake. So it's really important. And so you get into bed and you can't sleep, and you know your mind is tossing and turning. You might want to think about doing some meditation, or even listening to a podcast, but very, very low. So actually your focus is on listening rather than actually being bombarded with lots of signals. Because whilst you're listening at a very quiet frequency, what happens is that you're not concentrating on not falling asleep. So it can really help rest your mind. So yeah, those are some of my top tips. I hope you enjoyed them, and I really, really hope that you managed to get a good night's sleep tonight.